Hello you guys and welcome to my channel. I'm so excited to have you here. So in today's video, we are going to be talking about the Instagram account and MLM coach No Shame Sales Game. So this is more of like an MLM fails kind of geared towards this Instagram account. So if you do not know the No Shame Sales Game Instagram account, it is pretty much an account with, I believe, 117,000 followers. This account is from an individual who is in the MLM Deanna field, and they made this account with the mindset of wanting to change network marketing from the inside out, and they make posts pretty much daily and Instagram stories and trainings and all of these different things in order to help people in network marketing. So I figured I would do kind of another video on this account, kind of like an updated video. So today is going to be geared more towards like an MLM fails, but about this specific account and this MLM coach, pretty much what they're saying and what they're promoting to their following, because the fact that they have 117,000 followers shows that they are reaching a lot of people across multi-level marketing companies. This person does not just post about one MLM or anything like that. They post about network marketing in general. So I feel like they have more of a reach to anyone that's in network marketing. So I feel like it's really important to either debunk or cover this Instagram account every once in a while, so that if anyone is searching this Instagram account up, hopefully they will come to this video or find this video. I feel like every time I do an updated video covering this specific large social media account, that this individual is selling something. So the last video I did on this individual was pretty much another top fails where I went over all of their posts, but a huge thing I talked about for majority of the video was the convention that this individual was hosting. So this convention that I reviewed in a prior video, I will link down below that video if you want to go see it. In that video, I talked about that convention that this person was running for all network marketers, and in that video, I showed that just the price to go to this convention was like $600 to $1,000, depending on if you got the general admissions or the VIP ticket. So I feel like every couple months that I go over this Instagram account, they're selling something. So on top of No Shame Sales Game's DSGC membership that I've talked about previously, that is the $365 membership for the year, where she profits around $1.2 million a year based on her 3,000 members, on top of her selling that retreat/convention that I just talked about, on top of her selling additional workbooks and courses. She now just finished selling a class about the network marketing equation. So I figured we would kind of review what that is, review the price, and talk about it. So here is the video where she pretty much promoted this course, or I would more so call it a class. So here's where she promoted it, and we'll talk about it after.
Great news. You do not have to be an influencer to get influencer-like results in your social selling business. For those of you who are looking for guidance on how to show up on the internet like a real human and not some awkward sales turtle, you've come to the right place. Maybe you want to create content that transforms your DMs from a cricket farm into an actual community? Yeah, I got you. Or maybe you're one of those network marketers who wants to turn up the dial on their confidence level so when they get on video to talk about their business or their products, they don't turn into a deer in the headlights. Showing up on social media to make sales and have people join your team does not have to be hard. How do I know? Because I'm going to teach you the exact equation that helped me get to the top 2% of my network marketing company in my first 90 days, stay there for 5 years, and create $1 million offering of my own in just 14 months. Click the link in my bio and check out the attraction marketing equation. I will see you there.
Then this description says, what did I do to get to the top 2% of my network marketing company in my first 90 days and create my own $1 million offering in just 14 months? Well, I'm going to tell you, so click here to kind of grab your ticket or go to the link in my bio. So then she actually made a post about this, and she stated, you're worried about the cost of the course/coach/training when you should be worried about being in the same exact place next year. Then her description says, sorry, not sorry. I'm offering my most popular game-changing training for social sellers for $49. So I am really curious about in her MLM, because like I stated, this individual was in Deanna field. I am really curious about that because I've gone on her social media accounts and I don't see her promoting Deanna fields anymore. So I'm a little bit curious if she's still actually doing that. But like I stated already, she does, based on the amount of members that she has in her DSG membership, she does make make around $1.2 million at the end of the year when it comes to the amount of people that are in her membership and the price. So when she talks about the fact that she's made a $1 million offering in just 14 months, I think that the big reason why she's making this much money in such a short time is because of the fact that she is marketing towards every single network marketer. So instead of just being in her MLM and doing just that, she really mainly, in my opinion, focuses on selling this facade that you can really change the network marketing industry when facts, statistics, and math prove that most people still can't make money in MLMs. Most people don't make money, they lose money, or they go into debt in multi-level marketing companies. So I really feel like she utilizes the facade that you can change network marketing, and the attempt to reach anyone in network marketing, no matter the company, has really helped her in making this much money off of it. But in general, when she states you're worried about the cost of a course / coach / training, when you should be worried about being in the exact same place every year, in my opinion, being someone who is in an MLM for over 2 years, a course and a training is not the end all be all for people in MLMs. Most courses I have seen or reviewed myself or have seen behind the scenes have given the same exact information that anyone can learn on the internet or just by putting something into Google, or they can learn it from their current upline with their team trainings and, weekly live streams that uplines are doing. So this post is clearly geared towards telling people that they should spend the money on courses and trainings and coaches, because she is one of those. She is the person that's selling a course. She is the person that looks at her membership and all of these things as the way for her to make money, which is, in my opinion, why she makes this account in general and she makes these posts. I don't truly, again, this is just my opinion, I don't believe it is to actually help people in network marketing. And time again, month after month, there's always something I can talk about with what she's selling to MLM reps. When MLM reps are already spending hundreds, if not thousands of dollars in their multi-level marketing company yearly to just have to spend even more money on MLM coaches. So yes, people should be worried about the cost of coaches and trainings and all of this, because you can probably already learn this information on the internet without spending $50 on one training session. And I feel like making posts like this really guilts people into signing up because they start to feel bad about themselves, like, oh, maybe I'm not working hard enough. Maybe I should be buying this training. Maybe I should be doing more. And then they end up spending all of this money in a year to just get the same information that they're already learning. So it's interesting to me, and I'd love to see what you guys think about the fact that this individual has yet another course or yet another thing that they are selling to their followers. So the next post states, if someone else has already done it, it means you can too. The caption says, I can't join that company because my friend already did, is a crock of shit. So often I see women stop themselves from achieving, starting, trying, doing because someone else has already done it. The table of success is wide and deep, my friend. There will be room for anyone who wants to pull up a seat. So with this post, it's not about the fact that people don't try in multi-level marketing companies. Because here she's making it seem like, oh, people who join an MLM don't try because they've already seen someone else make it to the top, when in my opinion, that doesn't really make sense. So the truth about MLMs is that not everyone could be at the top. It's mathematically impossible. Stats and math have already proved this. Stats and math have already proved that most people don't even make it to the middle and definitely don't make it to the top of multi-level marketing companies 99% of the time. So most people, even when they try their hardest, still can't even climb to the middle of a multi-level marketing company. So it has nothing to do with just, not joining or not trying. It has everything to do with how MLMs are made to be. And that's why people can't succeed. It's not that people are, just not trying or not joining and things like that, because a lot of people join MLMs and most people don't make money in MLM. In MLMs, the focus is going to be on recruitment. Yes, you're going to sell a product, but at the end of the day, it's based on how many people can you recruit and how many of your recruits can recruit and buy products every single month. At the end of the day, you can only sell to and recruit a certain amount of people in the world before you run out of the world's population to recruit. That's exactly why pyramid-like structures and multi-level marketing companies, they don't work. That's why in pyramid schemes in general, or MLMs that turn out to be pyramid schemes in court, end up having a lot of issues because of the fact that MLMs are not a sustainable business model. It isn't that people aren't trying. Her next post says, you'll never become successful by just thinking about it. Then her caption goes, showing up for team calls isn't actually working. Listening to a podcast isn't actually working. Journaling isn't actually working. Setting up the link in your bio isn't actually working. Can all of these things be awesome and game-changing? Of course, if you actually work. Actually working means talking to people. It means showing up on social media. It means reaching out. So cold messaging when she says that she doesn't do that. And the thing is, the work can be done quickly, but you waste so much time thinking about it. Think about it like this. Working is like baking the cake. Everything else is delicious frosting. Does this MLM coach truly believe that most people just join MLMs, want to be successful, but just sit there and do nothing? When someone joins an MLM, they normally do exactly what the MLM states to do or what the upline tells them to do in the trainings that they start off with. Because in most companies, when you start off in an MLM, the company's going to have trainings that you can do, and then your upline is pretty much going to have other trainings that you can do. So when people join MLMs, they do try. They do hop on calls. They do hop on podcasts. They do journal. But then most people still take what it is that they see on a team training or hear in a podcast and they actually do it, which is things like she already stated. She stated that you need to talk to people, show up on social media, and reach out, aka cold message. People are already doing that and it still doesn't work because just talking to some people and just reaching out to some people is not the end all be all in MLM. That's why most people who get to the top have other factors that have helped them, whether it's a large social media account, whether it is MLM hopping where they have been able to have kind of like a built-in downline of people coming before them. So I'm just so over this narrative that people in MLMs who don't make it to the top just sit on their butt and do nothing, because they do. They do work. They put in months, and some people put in years for barely any reward. When in all actuality, most people end up making no money, making a little bit, or going into debt in multi-level marketing companies. So I'm so over this narrative that all people join MLMs and they just don't work. Because in the end, the people that are at the top, the people that are making money, are most of the time making money off the backs of their downlines. Their downlines are having to buy products. Their downlines are having to sell products. Their downline is having to recruit. Because if you think about it, if someone has 100 people in their downline and all 100 of those people sell one product a month, the people in their downline are barely making a dime. They're scraping at the bottom. But the people at the top, when they have 100 people under them that are selling, giving them volume and things like that, they end up making a lot of money. But it's off the backs of people who can barely make a sale and barely recruit people. So people, especially MLM coaches, need to stop sitting here and spreading this false narrative that people just don't try, because it's not true. Next post states, while you're out there overthinking how to show up on social media, there are kids making millions of dollars unboxing toys on YouTube. Just a friendly reality check for you. Okay, so kids making millions on YouTube is in an MLM. Kids going on YouTube and unboxing toys is not a multi-level marketing company. They don't have to recruit people, and those people don't have to then recruit people in order for the YouTuber to make money. People can make real money through platforms creator funds, aka with YouTube, it's Google AdSense. People make money on TikTok with that creator fund. People make money on Instagram when it comes to Instagram Reels. Some people are making thousands of dollars on there just to post an Instagram Reel. They don't have to recruit other people to post. They don't have to recruit other people so that they can make it or that they can make money. On top of that, YouTubers or content creators then have brand deals where they make money just to make a video or just to mention a company that they already enjoy and love. So doing that, going on YouTube and kids unboxing toys and making millions of dollars is not an MLM. It never will be. That's why it's really important to recognize the differences between influencer marketing and what content creators do on a daily basis and how they make their money versus what multi-level marketing companies do. Because this is exactly how a lot of very, very small creators get roped up into multi-level marketing companies, because they think that they're doing the exact same thing because they're seeing posts like this from people in MLMs. And clearly people are going to listen to this account. They listen to the No Shame Sales Game account and trainings and courses and $365 memberships a year because this person is so big on Instagram. So they believe what it is that she's saying. So they're going to do exactly what it is that she's saying. So people are going to be very influenced by this rhetoric that she is spreading when it comes to posts like this. That's why it's interesting. If you actually go on this person's Instagram account, please don't message this person or harass them or anything like that. But in general, if you go to this person's Instagram account and just look at the comments, nobody really thinks for themselves. Everyone looks at this post and they praise the person that's posting it, and they praise the account for what it is that they're saying. They don't sit there and logically think about the post or the caption and does it actually make sense. So I've definitely noticed that with a lot of the posts that this person puts up, because if you go to their Instagram, a lot of the times, if I look at a post that's just wild out there and doesn't make any logical sense, I will look at the comments. 99% of the comments agree and are praising the individual that's doing it. And a lot of people will actually go in the comments and be like, oh yeah, I reshared this, or I posted this exact same quote on my Instagram, because people just don't know how amazing this MLM is. So people are going to take what she says at face value and they're going to go and repost and tell people the exact same things that she's posting, which is why I think it's important to go over it. The next post states, lack of success doesn't make MLMs a scam. Just like being fired for not showing up to work doesn't make your boss a jerk. Sister, what would happen if you started a real job and didn't follow the training that was provided to you? And then you decided it was kind of sort of hard, so you only showed up like once every other week. So this is the same type of mentality of people who join MLMs do nothing. And the only people that do something are the people that get to the top. Would it be your boss's fault for firing you? Would it be a scam that you didn't get a paycheck? Would you be brainwashed for getting said job in the first place? No. And newsflash, direct sales is no different. If you don't show up and if you disregard training, you're not going to succeed. And that's on you, not the industry. So in my opinion, a huge factor of what makes MLMs a scam is the success rate. The success rate, the math, the statistics, the literal yearly income disclosure statements set out by specific MLMs where they actually do the numbers for you. Things like the AARP study, things like what the FTC is saying about MLMs, and just the overall statistics and math on MLMs when it comes to success rates is what proves, in my opinion, that it's a scam. So the main issue with MLMs is the fact that people are showing up. When you show up to an MLM, the success rate proves that most people won't make any money. In fact, hundreds, if not thousands of people put their all into a multi-marketing company. So they sacrifice time, money, and resources while being manipulated, gaslit, and even love bombed into believing that they could be successful like their upline, when in all actuality, most people won't get the freedom they were once told that they could in an MLM. So no, going and getting a job and then not showing up to it and getting fired because you committed to a job that actually pays you, and joining an MLM where you work your hardest and you sacrifice time, money, and resources and you get manipulated and gaslit and you're pretty much in a commercial cult where you are told that you are the problem it's not the same thing. So we shouldn't compare two things that don't really equal each other out. This one was really interesting to me that I seen this post because I was actually shocked by it. So it says, reminder, if someone dislikes network marketing, it's based on the network marketers they've interacted with. So it's wild to think that MLM coaches are having MLM reps believe this, that people just don't like MLMs because they just don't like people. They just don't like the people that are in them. So then the description of this post says, let's be honest, the business model is brilliant. It's us that tends to F it up. Can we take accountability and try and do better? Make connections versus cold messaging. Don't try to convince people. Be yourself and not bullcrap curated versions you think will like better. Recommend products other than the ones you sell. Use humor and get in the direct sales growth community. So the issue with her description is she really tries to make it seem like making connections and cold messaging aren't the same thing. When I think of a cold message, while yes, a cold message is normally when you reach out to someone that you don't really know and you ask them to join your MLM, you're doing the same thing when you make connections on social media. It's just a better way to state cold messaging. If you go on social media and you're in an MLM and your thought process is, oh, I want to make connections with people so that in a month, in a week, in a day, I can recruit them. In a month, in a week, in a day, I can sell them my product. If that is your goal of making connections, you are cold messaging. You are messaging a person that you do not know in real life. And you are creating a false connection in order for this person to feel connected to you in some way, shape, or form so that they buy your product and you recruit them. And most people who make connections end up reaching out to those people and asking them to join or talking to them about the product or talking to them about the company, because at the end of the day, the goal is to cold message and be able to recruit. In my opinion, and I'd love to know if you guys have a different opinion on this, I think that when people go and they make connections, they start to think that that is someone who's now in their warm market. So if you don't know the difference between in MLMs, when we talk about warm market and cold market is people you know, like your mom, your brother, your grandma. Now your cold market would be people that you do not know. They're just on social media. Maybe y'all follow each other because you like to post. What I think this individual is doing is having people go on social media and make connections, and then they make those people believe that that is now their warm market. So it's no longer cold messaging, when I don't find that to be true at all. If you are reaching out to random individuals on social media and you are randomly trying to connect with them so that tomorrow you can recruit them, that is still not somebody you know. That's not somebody that you hang out with in real life, that you know personal details about, that you can call them. If you don't have their literal phone number and they are your friend or somewhat like a family member, that's cold messaging. And that's just my opinion. I know some people in sales may look at that as like differently when people talk about like cold calls, but with MLMs and cold messaging, to me, it's the same thing. If you make a connection, which is a false connection you're curating on social media so you can recruit someone, it's the same thing as cold messaging because your goal is to sell to this person. So in my opinion, no shame sales game and what she is promoting at the end of the day is what people are already doing. So she's preaching this new way of network marketing, like making connections versus cold messaging, when at the end of the day, in my opinion, it's the exact same thing. The next post is pretty much just a funny one in my opinion. It says, I don't want to bore people by posting about my business, but I also post videos of fireworks on the 4th of July. And then her description says, your firework videos are more boring than your business posts. It's funny how we overthink being that girl when it comes to our businesses, but we have no problem being that girl any other day of the week / holiday. Just something to think about. So now people can't even post about fireworks. A firework, which I think they're pretty cute. I love when people post like their firework videos. I think they're cute. So what's wrong with posting about your fireworks? But if we dig a little bit deeper into this post in general, I feel like MLMs tend to spread the same thought process across all social media platforms. So a lot of the times people in MLMs start to have their content controlled by their uplines and the company. So MLM coaches like this, by making posts like this and making trainings like this, they start to kind of control your content. They're controlling you. They're controlling the content that you put out in order to get you to do what they want you to do. Because uplines and MLMs, their big goal is to teach you and train you so that hopefully you can sell to some people and hopefully you can recruit some people so that they can make a profit. So if you're constantly hearing things like this, that you can't even post your fireworks, many MLM reps will start to kind of curate their content to fit what their mentor or MLM coach is stating that it should be. This is exactly why when you go to a network marketer or MLMer's post on social media, it can look very robotic, and how nearly every post, word for word, is so similar to everyone else in network marketing. In my opinion, it all leads back to behavior control when we look into the bite model, where people's behavior and what they're doing and what they're saying is being controlled by the MLM, even if they don't even notice that this is happening. That's why when a lot of people leave MLMs, they're ashamed, they feel guilty and embarrassed for their past posts or social media accounts because they're embarrassed of what they put out on social media when they were in their MLM. I've seen a lot of people in my comments and in my emails stating things like, oh, the content that I put out when I was in my MLM, I can't believe I posted that stuff. That's not like me. I would never do that. And it's wild because when you're in the MLM, you think that everything you're doing is perfect and that's what you should be posting. And you're posting about all of these personal things, but then when you get out, you're ashamed of it and you feel guilty and embarrassed because the normal you would never post something like that. So that's why, in my opinion, even little posts like this talking about fireworks, if you break it down, can lead into a lot of deeper issues when it comes to behavior control, cults, and the bite model in multi-level marketing companies. Ooh, I love a good post where they're talking about gyms and they compare it to multi-level marketing companies. So let's review this one. It says, network marketing is like a gym. Yes, you pay to join, and if you don't like it, you can quit. But if you show up consistently, it can change your life. The description says, no one is like, ew, that gym from high school is such a scam. I had to pay to join, but I'm still out of shape. Did you actually go to the gym for more than a week, Jan? Probably not, because like anything, if you don't take it seriously, fail to show up consistently, and don't make it a priority, you won't get any results, period. And don't at me that gyms don't recruit. Yes, the F they do. Existing members often get paid when they refer family and friends. That's recruiting and selling, and it's cool. So I haven't spoken a lot about logical fallacies on my channel, but I feel like this is a really great example of one. Comparing going to a gym and getting results in a gym by being consistent in the gym and trying to compare that gym membership to a multi-level marketing company where you must recruit in order to attempt to make a livable wage. While most people get scammed financially in the end, and while the people at the top pretty much live off the work that the people under them are doing, is what I like to call a false equivalence. So when you look at logical fallacies, the logical fallacy false equivalence is an informal fallacy in which an equivalence is drawn between two subjects based on flawed or false reasoning. This fallacy is categorized as a fallacy of inconsistency. A false equivalence is also called comparing apples to oranges. So MLMs, I feel like, do this a lot. They will compare things that don't make any sense. It's like the logical fallacy states, it's like comparing apples to oranges. There's no comparing the two. You can't. They're two different things that don't make sense to compare. Now, could you compare a green apple to a red apple? Yeah, because they're both apples. But you can't really compare a banana to an orange. They're two different things. They're made two different ways. They have two different tastes. It doesn't make any sense. So MLMs do the same sort of thing when it comes to comparing different things with their MLMs to make their MLM seem better. So to me, posts like this don't make any sense, but when you look at the engagement, the likes and the comments, everyone is praising this individual for what they're saying, and to me, it doesn't make logical sense to compare the two. And then in the description where she said that don't at me that gyms don't recruit. Yes, the F they do. Existing members often get paid when they refer family and friends. That's recruiting. Okay, so a referral program with a company or a brand is not recruitment. If you go to a gym and you've been going there for 5 years and they have a thing that states, oh, you will not have to pay your membership next month if you refer someone to the gym. So for example, if my husband is going to a gym and he tells me it's such a great gym, let's get you a membership. And then when I'm signing up, I say that my husband referred me and they get like the next month free. So this happens a lot, not only with gyms, even apartment complexes. I have seen where if someone refers like a friend or anyone to an apartment complex, you can get like next month's rent free or $500 off next month's rent. Yeah, because it's a referral program. You don't get paid a commissions monthly based on the amount of people that you sell a gym membership to or that you refer to the gym membership. So it's not like people who are doing these gym membership referral programs where they get the next month free are constantly earning commissions or money off of what it is that you're doing. Now, where I think it would make a little bit more sense to kind of compare it is, say there was a gym and every single month that you signed someone up, you would get a commissions off of that sale. And then every month they are at that gym membership, you are making money from them. Then that would be a little bit more comparable. But a referral program where you get a month free is not really the same thing. You're not getting continuously paid for that. You're not recruiting people into the MLM where you are making money off of what it is that they're doing and the money that they're spending. So I think that it's wild for MLM coaches like this to compare referral programs to MLMs when the thing that makes an MLM is recruitment and the fact that you make money off of your downline consistently. With a gym membership, I don't really see people getting paid. You normally just get that next month free. Let me know if it's any different with a gym that you've been to, but based on what I know, that is what I have seen. I think it even happened with my husband. He got the next month free when I joined, the gym that he was going to. So it's not that you are continuously getting money every month and you're recruiting people and they're in your downline. And now if they refer someone, then you're making a cut of money off of them. It's not like that. It's not a literal multi-level marketing company, or else that gym would just be an MLM. So MLMs are MLMs because you recruit people, you make money off of them, and then the work that they do, you make money off of. So I just think MLM coaches should stop comparing referral programs, affiliate marketing, influencer marketing to MLMs, because if you break it down, it doesn't really make any sense. So anyways, with that being said, that is going to be all for today's video. I hope that you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to leave a like and a comment. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I would love to know which post was your favorite to see, or your favorite one that we talked about today. I'd love to know in the comments down below. And I will see you guys in the next video. In my opinion, no. But because the fact of it all, fuck. Does this MLM coach, hit my mic.